Many people have told me they think what I did was brave, but to me it was just very selfish. I've put my family through a lot to get back the life and the man I love.
This is only 7 months ago or something like that, 8 months ago. We've seen it quite a few times, but it still does make me feel a bit uneasy.
9 years ago, James had a kidney transplant from his brother. Last summer, he received a kidney from his wife. She made a documentary about it.
I've done it all before because my brother gave me a kidney in 2002. And so I've had 2 kidney transplants now.
To me it was very simple. Either wait for years and years and years and risk the fact that James might have died before we got another kidney, or give him one of mine.
You know, people generally agree with organ donation and they would accept an organ if they needed one. And yet only 27% of people are actually signed up to the organ donor register.
Hi, are you registered for organ donation?
Anna and Kasha are 2BA public relations students.
This is Past Life. You, by signing up, you donate your organs once you've lived your life. Once you die, basically.
They founded Life After Life, an organ donation campaign. They are targeting young people to register.
My name is Anna. I'm from University of Westminster. I'm a third-year PR student, running a campaign that's called Life After Life, promoting organ donation registry among students. And I'm doing this campaign, I'm running this campaign with my colleague and friend Kasia Katinska, and we're trying to make a difference.
After campaigning, Anna goes home to her son, Karem. He is not even 3 years old, and already he is a registered donor.
Well, I didn't decide by myself. I spoke to my husband about it, and since I've been running this campaign, he hasn't been registered straight away. We registered him after me and Kasia started the campaign. When he grows up, he will be pro-organ donation and he will be happy to be able to save somebody's life.
Professor Warrens specializes in organ transplant. His job is to understand why only a quarter of the people in the UK are registered.
There are 2 types of donation. There's donation from somebody who's alive, and there's donation from somebody after they've died. Now, it's a tremendously safe procedure. We've done many thousands throughout the world, and of course there is any operation has a tiny risk, but it is just that, tiny. The risk of running into problems yourself is very small indeed, but the opportunity to save someone's life is enormous. But of course I can understand that people may be hesitant to undergo what is quite a big operation. And there's a remarkable statistic: if somebody donates all their organs to potential recipients, on average that increases other people's lives by a total of 56 years.
Would you like to see my scar? Other people have got different types of scars. It depends on the surgeon and which way he likes to do it.
Wayne had a liver transplant in 2007. His wife, Marilyn, had always stood by his side.
If you're an alcoholic, as I was, you have to be completely dry, alcohol-free for at least 6 months before they even put you on the register. So with a lot of alcoholics, that's a death sentence because they won't get there. I was told by one person who was in the transplant community and whose son has had a liver transplant, and tragically her daughter died before she had a transplant. And her words to me was that she found it very difficult even to talk to me, and that I should not have, that the liver should have gone to somebody who deserved it more.
And it was Bank Holiday Monday, August Bank Holiday Monday, when I had to call a a doctor in because he was talking about suicide in front of my son. So, so difficult times. And the mental health has been the most difficult to cope with. I got a phone call. He said Thunderbirds are go, which was our text. He'd got a group text prepared for the nurses and doctors at Basildon Hospital. And if he sent that, it meant he was having a transplant. I expected him to survive. Don't ask me why. I didn't contemplate that he would be one of the percentage of people that would die on the operating table.
That is where we're at. Who gets the liver? And the reason we're in the situation we're in is because there aren't sufficient livers.
Some people fear that their lives will be cut short if they register on the donor list.
A lot of people don't think about organ donation. People don't like to think about their own death and their own mortality. Unfortunately, the number of people who need an organ far outweighs those people who give an organ at present. And you're 3 times more likely to need a transplant than you are to actually become an organ donor. It's never a question of a person being an organ donor, so treatment is changed. Unfortunately, people will still die despite the best advances that medical care can give them, and it's only at the point where they realise that individuals are not going to survive that they will then have a conversation with somebody such as myself to discuss the option of whether this patient could become an organ donor. So it is not the doctors and nurses that are making that decision. They are actually speaking to specialists within organ donation, and the people who will speak to the families about organ donation are completely separate from the doctors and nurses in the accident and emergency departments and the intensive care unit.
It's always in the back of your mind that we don't know when we're going to be back in this situation again, when we're going to need another kidney.
Yeah. I might have to ask a friend next time if he or she will give me a kidney. All my friends are curiously avoiding me. I don't know why. It's very it's very difficult to meet up with them. I think they think I'm going to ask them for the kidney next time round. I think I might have to rely on the waiting list next time.
Next time you're going to be on the waiting list.
I just have to hope that's in 20 years and not in 2 years, you know. Hopefully it'll last a long time. Longer than the last one.